If you have experienced trauma and you are being told that forget about trauma and get over to life, it is not easy. It is more complicated than that. In this video, you will learn about trauma, how it affects our body, mind, physiologically, psychologically, and neurologically. Hi, I am Priyadarsini and you are watching live course by Priyadarsini. And in this video, in this channel, you will learn about the life designing, the 10x life designing for women, how you can design a dream life, how you can get over trauma, attract abundance, law of attraction. All these videos I will share with all of you. So let's talk about what is trauma, how it affects our body and mind. So first of all, we have to understand that it's not easy to get over trauma after experiencing traumatic things. It doesn't happen automatically that we forget everything and get over to life. It is more complicated than that. Trauma is not only a bad memory that you can forget and life will get over. It's not like that. It affects deeply both your body and mind. It's necessary to understand the science behind trauma, what happens when we go through trauma, and how our brain, our body and mind, everything alters when we go through trauma. Trauma is a more complex process. It affects a person's capacity to cope up with life, and it also affects a person's identity. When a person's identity, safety, these are challenged, then we will say that he or she is going through trauma. Trauma is associated with threatening, prolonged abuse, oppression, neglect. All these things lead to trauma. And trauma is subjective. You have to understand that the things that are traumatic to some people may not be traumatic to others. So it is a subjective. Trauma affects several body parts. Basically, it affects the brain. And let us understand about the structure of brain it affects. Amygdala is a part of brain which becomes hyperactive, and high alertness develops. Trauma survivors live in a stress and anxiety even if there is no immediate danger to it. But the trauma survivors live in anxiety. Amygdala remains in a constant stage of high vigilance, making it hard to relax. And there is another part in our brain which is called hippocampus. It is responsible for retrieving the memories we have gone through. When someone goes through trauma, this hippocampus shrinks, and the traumatic experiences doesn't get the memories doesn't get processed. So there will be fragmented memories, and the person may remember some part of the things, and he or she may forget about the other things. The total complete things may not be remembered in a structured and in a regular pattern manner. Life becomes a nightmare in this process. And another part is prefrontal cortex. which is responsible for rational thinking, making, and impulse control. Trauma affects both our body and mind. When we experience trauma, our body adopts fight, flight, or freeze mode, which are all the survival mechanisms. This response results in release of stress hormones like adrenaline, cortisol, and persistent release of these stress hormones can lead to physical symptoms like muscle tension, fatigue, digestive disorders, and other chronic issues. But advances of neuroplasticity gives some hopes. There are certain therapies which people can go through and it will help them to overcome these issues. Some of them are like EMDR and CBT. You can go through all these things. And these therapies help in developing safety and allow survivors to reconnect with their bodies, which is called embodiment. When you reconnect with your body, you accept your body and totally connect to your body. It is called embodiment. And some other practices like mindfulness, yoga, and deep breathing helps. Mindfulness helps to anchoring to the present moment, not to the trauma. And yoga helps to relax the tension and promotes relaxation. Also, self-compassion helps. When you are you have self-compassion to yourself, you will definitely get over to this trauma easily. And there will be good days and bad days, but you have to be compassionate to yourself. Self-compassion promotes emotional well-being, and journaling, spending time in nature, and other creative activities also will get back to your life and makes your healing easy. Trauma is a complex experience which needs equally complex strategy. But the good news is it is possible to rewire your brain, to have a reconnect, to help your brain reconnect the neurons in the brain, to develop a new connection in the brain, and you are totally on the path of advancement, progress, and growth. Thank you so much for watching, and to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon, all notifications, so that you will get all other videos from this channel. Thank you so much for watching.